Aubrey, it is always a pleasure to speak with you, especially when there is new music involved. We love you here at
Yay!
toofab. But yeah, so today we're talking to you about new song, new music video. First, want to talk about the song itself, which I'm told is about your relationship with Pauly D, kind of speaking out about that for the first time. Just why did you decide now was the time to really tackle this?
So I believe in words manifesting in general, but more importantly, because of the internet and social media, words now stay with you forever. Something you said 20 years ago, you will be held accountable for 20 years later. So because of that, I try not to speak when I'm still in pain or
Mm,
angry. I like to make sure that I'm healed and that I'm coming from a place of just a genuine desire to share art, and that there's no bad intention involved because that would then be like corrupting my craft. So, I went to Bali. I was able to heal and have such an incredible experience. And now I feel ready to talk a bit more about the things that I've been through in life, since everybody likes to report about them incorrectly.
right. This is you setting things straight a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
And the lyrics are pretty pointed, I think. Throughout it, you're saying things like he never cared about you, he only focused on himself, that you're the only one who knows exactly how he loves and lies. It's not the best picture. So I mean, what happened there, and what are you now kind of feeling ready to open up about?
So if I'm going to speak from my most evolved self, I would say it was incredibly toxic and abusive. And I won't point fingers, because if you accept and receive that behavior and stay, there's got to be something toxic and unhealthy wrong with you as well.
Mm,
So I had to, in Bali, I really took the time to take ownership and accountability and focus on myself, why I wasn't loving myself properly, why I was likely having problems with self-hatred, because
mm,
you don't stay in unhealthy places where people aren't um treating you with respect when you love yourself. So I kind of just got to a place where I understood where my headspace was at and why I was choosing to stay
mhm.
somewhere that was very toxic. And I do leave I do leave space for the possibility that maybe people can be better to other people in relationships after you, and potentially if you have a person that's more suited for you, maybe you're less toxic. But I definitely was not the person that brought out the best human in him,
Yeah.
and he did not bring out the best in me
I was
either.
gonna say, it sounds like it was a two-way street, at least from what you've come to realize since.
Yeah, the two ways are he was toxic and I was allowing it.
Mm. And I mean, through this kind of self-discovery, what's something maybe you learned about yourself, or maybe something you'll apply to future relationships that you learned?
I'll never let anyone control me. I kind of got to this place when I entered that relationship where I was learning him as a character on a TV show, because that's how we met. So I
Right.
wasn't getting the truth. I was kind of getting a character. And some people come to reality TV and they're them. Like me, I'm getting the kill switch on every interview from my PR team, because I just say what I say and that's who I am.
Yeah.
But some people are very prepared with their character and very prepared and aware of how they will present themselves to people. And those people usually make the most money, as I'm sure you know.
Mhm.
I find it a little harder to be that, so I make less, but and offend more people probably. But
It comes with the
but I
territory.
right. But yeah, I think that I was in a place where I felt like I've never sacrificed my work for a man. I've always
Mm,
made my work the priority. If a man didn't like something, then that man can go. So I got to an age where I'm like, I want to have children. I want to be in a real partnership. I value what it takes to do that. And I'm ready to compromise. So I kind of entered in this really great headspace of like compromise. But when you do it with somebody where the compromise is always his way or no way or punishment, then it becomes a very toxic dynamic. And I don't think I realized at the time how much I didn't love myself or value or appreciate my gifts, and that I can do better than what my childhood taught me.
Mm. And you know, in the song, you mentioned that you met his daughter. She would refer to you as mom. It's just like I think most people only know you guys as a couple from being on these two reality shows. But like, how serious was it really behind the scenes?
I think, that was something that was in my diary, which is where the song came from. And that
Okay.
aspect of it came from seeing a lot of the conversations that were had about me after and press that he had done, seeing people's reactions, seeing headlines, being told about headlines if I wasn't looking, but basically just having an understanding that the relationship length was absolutely downplayed. The ending was downplayed. The person I was to his life and his daughter's life was very downplayed. And I was acknowledged as like someone he met at some point, and somebody that his daughter met one time, and he regrets it and he'll never let her meet someone again until they're like the right one. And I felt a lot of anger at the time for being so discredited, because I fell in love with a child and I lost her in it. And that's something that I had to heal from. And that's something that he probably is not operating with much compassion over.
And I mean, some of the song also sounds like a bit of a warning to his current girlfriend. I know you did acknowledge that people can be different with other partners after the point. Who knows what their relationship is truly like? But is it kind of written as a warning? And how do you think they'll react as a couple if they do hear this song?
So the chorus was for 3 people.
Okay.
The way that I talked to myself when I looked in the mirror, when I was with him, the girls that warned me, go ahead and have him, you'll see. And maybe to the girl after, who is still defending and protecting someone who could potentially be doing the same things that were done to me.
Okay. And do you think they will listen to this? Once
Absolutely
headlines
not.
start coming out?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm getting like, they're gonna like fake name Yelp review me one for sure.
Review bomb you.
I think that what Pauly wants is the exact opposite of me. And if he's dating the exact opposite of me, then maybe he's found the right person. But I couldn't spend my life living for and only about Pauly D, because I'm so much more.